So here we are, people. I just have to talk about this subject here because it seems there's a bit of a problem. So recently, as you all know, Cyberpunk just launched recently. Excuse this right here. My son spit up on me earlier, so please just excuse that right there. Um, Cyberpunk launched here recently, I believe last week, to an array of feelings. I'll just say that. And this is one of the most anticipated, one of the most hyped games of the PlayStation and 4 Xbox One generation. People have been expecting this game. Um, I think it's safe to say CD Projekt Red has a very stout reputation that they built off of The Witcher 3. And people have high expectations for this studio. So this game has been in the works for quite some time. People have been waiting on it. This game was built for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC. Announced, 7, 8 years ago was the first time we heard about this game. And that's the versions that we have at this moment. The only versions that we have are the PC version, the Xbox One version, and the PS4 version. And when I say Xbox One, I'm talking about Xbox One X, the PS4 Pro, etc., etc. So for a while, I've been looking at this game, and something to me just has not looked right. And I've been saying that for months now. Something to me just felt like it was just completely off. I'll just be 100% honest with you. Sorry about that. Um, I'm out and doing work right now. I'm undercover, so I'm doing some shit. But anyway, I have some free time. So I wanted to do this video. But something to me about this game has just looked off. And I'm not just talking about the graphics. I'm not talking about graphically and, the resolution and ooh, the detail and look at this brick here. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about just the absolute, what's the word I'm looking for? The foundation of this game has looked off. And I'm talking about the animations. I'm talking about the gunplay. I'm talking about the controls. The controls have looked clunky. The gunplay has looked just wonky. The animations are a complete joke. They've looked that way for a long time. And I'm not just hating on this game just to hate on it, just because, that's the popular thing to do, is for people to hate on something that's popular. I don't do shit like that. Okay, that's just not the type of person I am. But the thing is, and I said this long time ago when this game was still in development. I said, I looked at it and it didn't look right. I'm like, oh, they still got time. They can fix the game. And I actually told people that I gamed with, hey, I'm probably going to go ahead and upgrade my PC to play this game. The closer and closer it's gotten to launch, I say, you know what? This game just looks like shit. I don't know. Something about it is just off. And so when I said this, a few weeks ago when they did this Xbox demo, and when I didn't even realize the game was running on Xbox. I shit you not. But when I looked at the gameplay, I said, hey, Cyberpunk, it just kind of looks like shit to me. Unbeknownst to me, apparently, this game was running on Xbox. I had no idea. I wasn't keeping up with it like that. But I said it looked like shit. And that caused a bunch of people to say, well, you're just being a fanboy and, you're just looking at it as off of YouTube videos and you can't get the true detail. I just, something was it's just something in me that just like sticks me when I just see shit, like something just, my bullshit radar was just going off. I was like, yeah, something's going on in this motherfucking game right here. I just knew it. So fast forward till today, you know, this shit's released. It's come out, and it came out to rave reviews. Of course, it was getting 90s and 100s and perfect. And all of these reviewers are saying, yo, this game is fucked up. But guess what? It's an absolute joy to play. Despite all of the array of bugs, despite the crashes and the deleted saves and the floating objects and the disappearing characters and the motherfucking missing guns and shit that you're supposed to be holding. Despite all of that, I'm having a great time. 100 out of a motherfucking 100. I shit you not. And it didn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't understand how you give something like that with that many problems and you give it a perfect score. Not a 95, didn't take off 2 points, didn't grade it on a curve. The motherfuckers gave it a perfect score with all those problems. And that was the PC version. I still don't think we have any information as to what the scores are for the Xbox One and the PS4. But what I've been seeing has been quite disturbing. You know, I'm talking about just absolute disgusting. This game, I think on average on base consoles runs at like between like 15 and 25 frames per second. It's absolutely unplayable. Let's just call it what it is. Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop. Well, it's a great. They're gonna fix it. Fuck that shit. Okay? 8 years. 8 years. They've been developing this game. Okay? They don't get a pass. You don't get. There's no pass. Go collect 200. There's none of that shit. Okay? They get no excuses. This game is absolutely unplayable. And you know what's sad? I've watched people play this game, and it seems like it's a pretty good game. Like, if it worked, it'd be a decent game, a great game. But the way that they conducted themselves and prevented people from getting review copies of the console version absolutely can't show. Nope, can't show any footage. No, we've got some footage for you. We've got you covered. We have footage for you to show. But you can't show your own footage, but we've got some footage. The way that this developer conducted themselves was just completely unacceptable. With little regard, with absolutely no regard for their consumers, for the fans. They didn't give a shit. They said, no, we're not going to let you see what you're getting. Either you fucking buy it or you fucking don't. Period. We don't give a fuck. Buy it. Buy it, motherfucker. Works. The fucking CEO said, oh, surprisingly, it runs well on next gen, on current gen consoles. And then you have these people who are blaming the consumers. They're saying shit like, well, what did you expect? What did you expect a game this ambitious to run on the old 7-year-old hardware? I don't understand that argument. It would be different if, let's say, it would be different if, you know what? No, there's no excuse. Okay, this was advertised as a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One and a PC title. Period. There's no excuse. But I would even be inclined to give them a bit of a pass. Say, for instance, there was a next-gen version that was absolutely stunning, that ran like the PC. If they had a version like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X version that ran you know, and was well optimized, and there was no, I would be more inclined to give them a pass. But when you make that argument, well, what did you expect? Motherfucker, I expect the shit to fucking work. What did I expect? The shit to work. I didn't expect it to run at 15 frames per second. 18 frame, playing it in combat, the times where you need the game to work. Not when I'm just walking around or I'm in a fucking elevator. Oh, I get 30 frames here. No, when I'm fucking playing the game, when I'm actually shooting or fighting, I expect the game to work properly. That's what I expect. So this whole thing, well, just get a PC or play it on PlayStation. No. What we're given is the PS4 and the Xbox One version of these games. That's what you're playing. Whether you're playing it on PS5 or the Xbox Series X, guess what? You are playing a last version copy of this game. That's it. There are no other versions. So guess what? There's no excuse what they did. Now they want to come out with this apology, you know, if that's what you want to call it, where they're just like, hey, yeah, well, first of all, they started the whole thing with a statement off with, first of all, like you knew that this was garbage. You know, it's just a half-assed apology. It's a reputation that's ruined, that's in tatters. The stock has fallen out the bottom. You know, their stock is shit. It's gone down like something like 13% today. Because you've simply misled people, because you're more concerned about your investors and you know, your pocket. You're more concerned about that than you are your reputation and the actual consumers who are going to be buying this game. And I feel sorry for people who bought it, because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And when I say that, I'm talking about the console version. I'm not talking about the PC version. This game has obviously done well. It's going to do well. 8 million pre-orders, 1 million people concurrently playing it on Steam. And we have a developer who just completely just released something that was just garbage. And I'm sorry, I won't purchase this game. The only way I purchase this game is if I get it at a laughable discount, or if I purchase it secondhand off like fucking Facebook Marketplace or some shit like that. But I can't support this. I can't support this practice. Misled gamers, half-assed apology, and just like, well, we'll fix it when we get around to it, is basically what I got. I know this has been a long rant, but I just had to say something about this. This is just ridiculous. If you haven't got it, I would say wait. It's unplayable right now. From what I heard, it looks terrible on consoles. Wait to play this. Let me know what y'all think about this. This is something that, I mean, people have released broken games before. EA in 2013 with Battlefield 4, they got a class action lawsuit for Battlefield 4 running like shit, rubber banded. But this right here, they fucking intentionally said, we ain't gonna let you see shit. You just, no, you just wait. And now people are fucking like, hey, what's going on? Let me know what y'all think about this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. It's a joke. All right, appreciate y'all.